Good morning and welcome to Unity of Merced. I am here with Cheyenne Hernandez. I'm Reverend Twyla Reece, and we are so happy to be here with you this morning. We have already spent a few minutes this morning just centering and coming into the space and preparing to be with you in both heart and mind and with a foot in both worlds, the physical and the spiritual, which is all one world. Some of you might be wondering what my tease was on the e-blast that I sent out when I said that Cheyenne would be singing with us today. We were hoping that Candace Lamb would be able to be with Cheyenne, but she wasn't. So we just sent Candace lots of healing and happy love. She was a little bit not up to her normal speed this morning. So we love you, Candace, if you're seeing this, and another time. So with that, I just want to begin very gently with reading Unity's daily word for today, which is faith. Sunday, May 24th, 2020. I invest my faith only in possibilities for good. The parable of the talents in the Gospel of Matthew tells the story of a wealthy man entrusting sums of money to 3 of his servants before leaving on a journey. When the man returns, he praises and rewards the 2 servants who, through wise investments, have doubled the funds entrusted to them. A 3rd servant, who acting in fear hid the money entrusted to him and receives no reward. The divine faculty of faith that is part of my spiritual inheritance is more valuable than money. I invest my faith wisely by believing and trusting that possibilities for good are present, even where good has not yet manifested, and I act on that belief. My positively directed faith brings rich rewards in consciousness. And from Matthew 25:21, you have been trustworthy in a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Enter into the joy of your master. Faith. I invest my faith only in the possibilities for good. Cheyenne, will you sing to us, please?
Yeah, thank you, Twyla. Oh, I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. Oh, I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. I am. Yes, I am. As God created me. In the light, in the love, in the glory. Oh, I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory, we are. Yes, we are, as God created us, in the light, in the love, in the glory. Yes, we are, as God created us, in the light, in the love, in the glory. in the light, in the love, in the glory, in the light, in the love, in the glory, in the light, in the love, in the glory, we are. Yes, we are, as God created us, in the light, in the love, in the glory. Yes, we are, as God created us, in the light, in the love, in the glory.
Oh, Candace, thank you. Candace, I just called you Candace.
Okay, she's here in the spirit.
She is here with us in spirit, and you two are so closely connected. Cheyenne, thank you. Oh my gosh. In the light, in the love, in the glory, we are as God created us. We are as God created us. And today I want to speak about forgiveness. We're in strange times, or maybe we're just in times. And in that light and in the love and the glory, we have a lot of different emotions that can show up. You may find that you're ranging in emotion from complete peace to fear, to frustration, maybe to ride out anger at times. Are you finding that your fuse is a little more short than what you usually see yourself? Are you seeing that there are moments of complete and just utter fascination and joy as you focus on the beauty of the world? I had that experience a few days ago where it was just one of those moments of just I knew I was touching heaven. The pure joy. I just sat and laughed. It just bubbled up from deep within me. And that's the moment that I want to hold on to when I find myself going back into this physical reality of mixed emotions. So, forgiveness. What does forgiveness really mean to you? When you forgive, are you able to forget? When you forgive, do you want to hold on to a little bit of that memory so that you don't get burned again? I think those are both wise places to come from. In this world, we want to come from a place of love, compassion, generosity, joy. And oftentimes we're met with situations that don't support those feelings. And so it's very good for us to remember to be in a place where we are in the light, in the love, and the glory, and that we are as God created us. And part of that creation is to be good stewards of you, to be your own good steward, to be able to show up in the world setting healthy boundaries so that you can surround yourself with love and keep yourself in that place of perfect union. I want to share with you first a quote from Martin Luther King. We must develop and maintain the capacity to forgive. He who is devoid of the power to forgive is devoid of the power to love. There is some good in the worst of us and some evil in the best of us. When we discover this, we are less prone to hate. Martin Luther King Jr. Such wise words. There is a little bit of the good and a little bit of the not so good in each and every one of us. And so we come into this day, into this message with an awareness of forgiveness. I want to share a story about a friend of mine, Reverend Gregory Geis, the dear friend. Several years ago in 2007, I was awakened in the morning with a phone call, and his daughter, Morgan, had been killed in an incident. She had driven from Purdue University in Indiana down to Panama City, Florida for spring break. And the car that she was in was hit by a drunk driver. The 21-year-old man was so drunk, he had hit 3 cars before he hit the car that Morgan was in. She was a passenger in that car. She was the only one that died. It was devastating. It was absolutely devastating. Morgan was 21. She was entering into her last semester at Purdue University. She was an aspiring, amazing, phenomenal vocalist, actress, deeply spiritual, with so many gifts to bring to the world. And her life was taken in an instant. My friend Gregory was just absolutely devastated. He's a Unity minister. He knows his stuff. He knows how to process. He knows he's a counselor. He worked with troubled children for many, many years. And he had to find his way through this pain. When the time came, he was also living in Indiana at that time. When the time came for the trial for this young man, Gregory went down to Florida to be in the courtroom, and for the first time to be in front of the man who was the cause of his child's death. And he didn't know. He just simply did not know how he was going to do this. Being a man of faith, being a father, wrestling with all of those emotions. It was about a year later when he went down to Florida to go to this trial. When it was Gregory's time to speak, he showed a video in the courtroom of Morgan singing. It's Morgan Geis singing Whitney Houston Step by Step, and you can find it on YouTube. She's just beautiful. And he played this in the courtroom, and it brought everyone to tears. When Gregory looked into the eyes of this young man, Gregory had an experience of his life, Gregory's life, flashing before his eyes. And he was able to see himself as a 21-year-old man and all of the crazy, irresponsible things that he had been doing when he was that age. Partying, driving. He and I were just talking about this yesterday. He says either drinking or high. I was out in my car. And in that moment of looking in that man's face, Gregory was able to, he just came into a place of full forgiveness. From all of that devastating pain, he was able to go to that bigger picture and be grateful for himself through the grace of God for whatever reason that had not been his reality. And I imagine that every one of us sitting here watching this, we have our own stories. What is that saying? There, but for the grace of God go I. We don't know exactly what is going on in other people's lives, those people that we harbor resentment towards. The best way that I have found to get through each day is to be moment by moment. And usually the person that I need to forgive is myself. To start with self-forgiveness. Because I am here in this picture as well. The Hawaiian prayer of forgiveness, ho'oponopono, ho'oponopono. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Breathe into that. The wisdom behind this prayer is that we are all on this planet together. We are all one body. We are all one mind in the mind of God. Therefore, we cannot be separated from the love of God, nor can we be separated from each other. So the errors of one person are the errors of every person. The love of every person is the love of every person. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. This day, I invite you to find a place where you may feel stuck. Where are you feeling stuck? Wherever you might be feeling some resentment, there is a place for forgiveness. Wherever you are not seeing an opening in your life, there is a need for forgiveness on some level. It may be simple, it may be large. You are as God created you, in the light and the love and the glory. From 2 Corinthians 5:17, so if anyone is in Christ, there is a new creation. Everything old has passed away. See, everything has become new. You are a new creation every time you step into that breath of opening your heart to love. No matter what you see out in this world right now, the situations, the people, the belief systems, the conflict, breathe into that from a place of love. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Ramana Maharishi said, someone once asked, how should we treat others? And he said, there is no other. How shall we treat others? What other? There is no other. There is only one. There is only love. Go this day and find your peace in the light, in the love, in the glory. So it is.
So it is.
Cheyenne.
All right. Drive on down to the coastline to watch the road before us unwind, to catch a glimpse of a dying sun, to be born when the morning's won. Got me looking for something I can't find, so I kiss the horizon in my mind. Amongst the things you leave behind should never be the wonder in your eyes, so deep and full of life. They Guide me softly all through the night. Got me looking for something I can't find. So I kiss the horizon in my mind. When the day is finally done, I will fly and kiss the sun before it passes and slips away, to begin to dawn another day. Got me looking for something I can't find. So I kiss the horizon in my mind. Got me looking for something I can't find. So I kiss the horizon in my mind.
I like that. Thank you. So as we go forth and we have a wonderful day, we close with our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. And all is love. Have a great day. Bye.
Blessings.